Hey guys, it's Mamapreneur Monday. How was your Thanksgiving? I feel like I have a hair like right on my face, so I hope you can't see it. I was so prepared for Thanksgiving. Everything was delicious. We had so much fun. I started cooking a day ahead, and my back was killing me like Thursday night and Friday and Saturday. But right now it's just a little sore. It's great. I did the heating pad, took some Tylenol, and I was like, my heart was full. I love preparing Thanksgiving and getting everyone fed and, just having that grateful mindset. Today, I am going to share just a couple things to get us ready for next year. I don't know if you have started goal planning or goal setting, but I'm in a few women's entrepreneur Facebook groups, and this morning I think was the first time I saw someone talk about goal setting for the new year, which makes sense because tomorrow is December 1st, so we really have about 31 days until 2021, which, this year it did not go as anyone expected, not at all. Yes, we had some big things. We moved, we planted some roots. I don't know if I've said this, but my husband is in the military and he is retiring 2021. So we have always been on the look to move to a different state, and now we don't have to do that. So it's exciting. It's a new chapter, but next year in 2021 brings a lot of changes. And so I'm already thinking about the new year. I already asked this, but are you thinking about the new year? Are you thinking about the new year now that I've brought it up? We're so close, and I'm looking forward to it. I always am. So I hope you are too. It's a fresh start. I think every Monday is a new fresh start. That's why I like to do our lives on Monday, just to get us ready for the week and just to get our week on a good start. So with that in mind, I have two books that I want to share. I think this month there are 4 or 5 Mondays, and every Monday I'm going to give just a little bit of goal setting help. But I do want to talk about the worst gifts and the best gifts that I have ever given. Because I have some funny ones. I am very practical when it comes to gifts, and it is great and terrible at the same time. So remember that whenever I tell you later in the month the worst gifts. I have a lipstick right there. Some of the worst gifts I have ever given. Yes, but I haven't lost any friends over it, so that's fine. So, like I was saying, I have a couple books that I'm going to share today, so it can get our minds ready for next year and our goal setting. I love goal setting. This morning I read reading is great, but if you're not going to do it, it does not matter. So goal setting is great, but if you do not create an action plan, it is not going to matter. So that brings me to my first book. It's called Living Forward. It does have a cover, but I really love to take the covers off and just have like it has a like the paper binding covers. I like to take those off because they get in the way, and they're not this is just so chic and sleek to me that I always take them off. But it's called Living Forward. It's by Michael Hyatt and Daniel Harkavy. This book is very great. Very great. It's a wonderful book. This book is what started my mind into getting into goal setting and not living for now. As in, it's not always going to be this way, so do things that are going to get you to the goal that you want. Living Forward is a book that tells you to start with the end in mind. So, with the very end in mind, the end of your life, you write your eulogy, and then you start goal setting from there. Yes. So, it has you think about what do you want people to say about you after you die, and really it's introspective. It wants you to have some introspective to think about what, like, are you living your life right now for how people are going to talk about you when you die? Because, everyone always says the same things when people die. They were a great woman, they were a great man, but those can be platitudes. They want you to sit down to say, Sharice was a generous person. She loved her family, and we know she loved her family because she did X, Y, and Z. She was a generous person because she did X, Y, and Z. And for me, it was like writing, I want to be generous not only with money, but with my time, with whatever resources I have, like that. So that is Living Forward, and I'm going to look and tell you how many pages it has, because it's a really short book and it comes with a lot of examples at the end. So it has like a quick guide at the very end. It's backwards because I'm in selfie mode, but it has like step by step what you need to do and to get you where you're going to start, and then it goes from there. I don't want to ruin this book for you. It is so fabulous. I actually had someone recommend it to me, and then it was part of our church, so our Bible study group. So our Bible study group did this together. Now, this is not a book that is religious in any way. Death is not religious. Everybody dies. So keep that in mind when you're checking out. You can just go ahead right after this so you don't leave the live. Right after this, you can just go and put it in your Amazon cart, and it can be to your house in just a couple of days. Now, the next book I have is more of a mindset book. This book is very popular. It was recommended to me way before I ever picked it up. So, way before I ever picked it up, and I really enjoyed it. Battlefield of the Mind. And I will tell you that it is not a big book. It's not a hard read, but it did take me some time, and I am a highlighter in my books. Do you take notes whenever you write in your books? So as you can see, there's lots of like just little notes. Now, this book does have a lot of scripture in it, but if you are a faith-minded person, this is definitely one to pick up. It is just kind of like have expectation. And when you have expectation, that's what you're going to get. So if you have a negative mindset when creating your goals, like, I'll write this down, I'll work towards it, but it's never going to happen, then your goal is never going to happen. I don't know what president says it, but if you think that you can, or it's like the quote is, whether you think you can or you can't, you're right. So if you think you can, you can. If you think you can't, you will not. So this is all about that, and also about fighting well, I don't want to say fighting. It is about having your mind under control, like controlling your thoughts so you don't spiral into negative. And you don't spiral into the things that, will deter you from what you want, or your goals. And I feel like I need to make this statement, as a faithful person. When I say what you want, I mean what you believe and you feel that God has your purpose as. So if you believe that your purpose is to be a wife and a mother, and that's what you want, like you want to be a mother and a wife and you want to take care of your family, of course, if that is what you believe God's purpose for you is, then do that, and that's also what you want, so they line up. If you want to be an entrepreneur and you believe that your purpose is to be an entrepreneur and help other women, like that's what you want and you believe that's your purpose, those go together, and you set goals to have you, so you can complete that. It's not a like I want a 4K UHD television that's 100 inches. It's not, they're not the same. So I just want to clarify that before going on, because I do see how there is like materialistic and there's like personal selfish gain, and also wanting to help the most people possible, you know? So with all that being said, Battlefield of the Mind is a book that talks about like worry, doubt, confusion, anger, fear, and how all those things can be a barrier to you getting and reaching your goals, and how you can develop your mind into like a powerhouse that is like a fortress. You know, it should be. It's hard. Like I say these things, it's harder than it sounds. You know, it takes work. Everything that's worth it takes work. So with that, I definitely recommend this book to get. I got this book from Hobby Lobby, and I never take the stickers off. So yes, this book was $8.99 at Hobby Lobby. I may have had a coupon, so gotten 40% off of this book. So it's not that expensive, but it is worth more than that. And you can also get it on Amazon too. Maybe it's like a good Prime Day deal. I don't know. Or no, it's not Prime Day. Cyber Monday deal. That's today, Cyber Monday. So right there, I have my these are the two books that I'm recommending to prepare you for goal setting for 2021. Living Forward and Battlefield of the Mind. I know these are backwards. I wish I could like mirror the camera somehow. I don't know how to do that. Both excellent books, and I believe if you haven't read, you can start with either one. But if you have big goals, I would certainly pick up Living Forward, because, you know, whenever you think about where you want to be at the end, like when you're thinking about how you want someone to speak about you when you pass away, that will definitely get you in the mindset of these are my goals, and then it helps you to like build backwards. And Battlefield of the Mind helps you just to get your mindset right so you can keep going. So that is the live today. As always, I want to talk to you. I want to get to know you. We're all moms. We're working together to get towards our goals. So, you know, I am goal setting and planning for next year. If there's a topic that you want to cover, you can leave it in the comments or send me a message. I love that. And if I haven't met you yet, I want to meet you. Leave a comment and send me a message, or it doesn't matter. I love to talk to you. So, mamas, have a great week. I will talk to you soon, and if I don't talk to you before Monday, I'll see you Monday.